up? What up? What up?
What's up, baby? Say something, Johnny.
Say something, Johnny.
I don't want to say anything. I'm a prisoner of war.
Oh my God.
No, you guys want to fucking bash me and bring me to court for not eating pussy and all this other stuff, and then jump on a podcast and think it's okay.
And the fact that you dropped the N-word casually.
Dude, stop. Hey, leave that part. No, hey, edit that.
We're leaving it off. No, that's one of his rants. That's one of his rants. We're gonna talk about it. It's just the first thing we talk about.
That's getting fucking cut.
Sliced and fucking died.
Like you did the fucking Amorous episode. Like every fucking dope thing I said, you sliced out.
No. Cancelable things that we said.
What would I do with that?
I cut a lot of shit that I said out.
Really?
Too. Yep. A lot of things.
Like.
Don't.
Like
you literally just went like what?
Like fuck and
Jesus
fuck
fucking Christ
and fuck and fuck
no
and fuck.
No, I didn't. Oh fuck! This person, fuck this.
Yeah.
You did drop a lot of fucking.
What was the name of the episode? We bury people.
We
fucking why didn't you just leave it in?
Yeah.
What's today's?
Today's going to be stories, man. Rants. This is going to be a rant heavy.
It's gonna be called Time to Rant.
Time to rant because Tristan is a ranter. I would say Tristan is the resident ranter. I say he's probably the best ranter out of all.
He really
is. Yeah, he really is because he gets passionate.
And
I'm passionate.
he's the best. Like me and you are ADHD as a motherfucker.
I am
like,
too.
He is too, but he can be like, "All right, guys, back to the story."
Back to the fucking
Before him, we used to just move on.
I get scattered, bro. When I'm having a good conversation, like I said, I went on a really dope date last night. I was telling you about it. Yeah. And like, dude, like our conversations were going here, then there, then here, then there, and I'm like, dude, that's how it is with my boys. That's how it is with Too Many Onions, available on all streaming platforms and everywhere else. You
Jesus!
I didn't podcast.
That's how ADHD I am. I didn't
even
introduce the
intro.
fucking car. I didn't even introduce the fucking show. Like, but if you clicked on the fucking video, you know who this is. So there's only three motherfuckers that you can.
Tristan Payne,
Baby.
no I, but he brings the fucking pain.
Yeah, I love it. No, I
No, yeah.
Tyler Lane.
Jesus Christ.
Tyler Lane, but he's straight from the street, never on a road. Lane.
In my own lane.
And then
Johnny Baggate. Johnny Two Baggate.
Johnny Two Baggate. Shut the fuck up.
He's an 80s wrestler. Anyway, y'all were talking about my fucking fit for the show the other day.
Oh, your fit?
My fucking,
Tyler came out of retirement, kind of, sort of.
for a manager. To be a manager.
Not work in ring. Well, that would count as work, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. So
y'all want to see something ridiculous?
What?
I'll show y'all after the show. Like, actually, I'll put it on the screen.
Put it on Instagram or something. I don't know.
No, it's me getting super kicked and then just launching myself over the top rope.
Dude, because I was laying down in the ring, like, selling, and then I look out the corner of my eyes, you get super kicked, you take 2 steps, and then you fucking go. I was like, God damn.
I'll do it. No, he was supposed to, like, the guy, maybe, inside baseball, but the guy was supposed to, his tag partner that was managing his opponent was supposed to pull down the ropes after I got super kicked, but he was on the wrong side of the ring.
No.
We went to the opposite side of the ring. That was our fault. But straight up, I'll show y'all with no audio because it's going to distract the audience, but this is what happened. We were grabbing a belt.
Oh, send that to me.
We're grabbing a belt. I just got sent this last night.
Man, I know exactly where this is.
Grabbing a belt. We're having fun. This is actually
on the
a
ground?
really fucking good match. It's one of the Russell twins. This is Alan Russell. The one on the outside was Cameron Russell. They're both cool. I go for him. I accidentally hit Johnny.
No, you hit Johnny.
I go, oh no.
Damn, you're a fucking dick for that one.
So like I go, Johnny, what the fuck? And then he super kicks me. I just fucking
I had no knee pads on in that
Are you
match.
gonna? I think you should post this to Instagram.
I will post
Yeah,
it to Instagram.
so y'all know what the
Hey,
fuck we're laughing
sell what
about.
I just said. I had no knee pads on in the match, Tristan.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why not?
And he's
find
got
it.
birds rib too. And
Yeah.
you like to yell at ladies.
Rant time.
That lady next time, it's on site.
It's on site.
Oh, by the way, really fast. Tyler's new outfit, man, he looks like a fucking dickhead, and it's so good. But that's the point, so it's fine.
No, like I picked it out specifically for you.
Yeah, it looks dickheadish. Just
I told them I wanted to be like a Razor Ramon, Jim Cornette.
you look like a fucking dickhead with the glasses.
Dude, that shit was good.
Thank you.
Like, it looked like you were just, like, managing this fucking... It just brought something extra to me.
You look like a gambler.
I'll probably put a picture.
Yeah, we'll put it,
at the
put a
bottom.
picture
At the
on the
bottom.
Instagram, and then the second...
At Too Many Onions official on Instagram. By the way.
Yeah.
So
yeah, what's up?
So I'm normally, unless I'm with, like, Tyler or Justin Tyler, I'm usually babyface, but I was heel. They wanted me to be heel, which is fine. Whatever. So I'm coming out there, and this is like thinking about being heel in these like and non-smarky places where people still think it's not a work.
Yeah.
They get really into it, and they really did, which is cool. Which is fine.
And you've worked the area. It's a rural area. They don't know social cues like we do, and if they do, they're mocking the social cues.
Yeah. So I'm in there, and one of my catchphrases is, of course, it's Johnny Time, and so I'm doing it. I'm like, it's Johnny Time, and she said it's the word that is derogatory is used to offend people that are mentally challenged. The R word. She said it's R word time. Immediately stop, bolt over to her. I'm pissed off, and then I'm like, don't use that word. I'm not playing. Don't use that word. And she's still thinking like
in context, like it literally went like. I don't give a shit if it's in context. I'll say it. The thing is like it's Johnny Time. No, it's retard time. You turned around. It was instant second.
Yeah, like
that's legitimately what she said. No, it was it was split seconds between like her saying that and him turning around because like he grabbed the rope to get in the ring.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, dude.
He grabbed the rope like get in the ring and then he goes, "Fuck that."
Yeah, and it was like. And I'm like, so I'm still like, I'm like, okay, so she thinks this is... So I'm like...
What she said is like the worst thing you could say to Johnny because...
Gotcha, I understand.
Jesus Christ, like and that is legitimately, like, that caught some heat.
Yeah.
Like...
Because I'm like, bro, and then, like, so I'm like, I'm yelling at her at first for like a split second.
Did you hear who said that in the promo, by the way?
Who?
They didn't say it's retard time, but they said it's, they called everybody retards.
Yeah, well, of course they fucking did.
No, like in a promo. Did you hear it?
No.
Oh, I'm not gonna bury them, but yeah.
Someone did it.
So like before that, you were main event. So before that, they made it
that one.
They made it socially acceptable.
There you
go. So I wouldn't. I do blame the lady because she said it, but I'm also like. Someone's cut it in a promo, so that person felt like it was socially acceptable.
So with that in context with the promo, and then me just saying it, me checking her at first, yelling, and her still being on it. That would have been like, okay, like, you didn't know, and it was kind of accepted. Someone else said it beforehand. But immediately, I'm like, okay, she thinks this is like, I'm in wrestler mode. So I'm like, I calm down. I'm like, no, ma'am, you're not disrespecting me when you say that. You're disrespecting other people. People could have mentally challenged kids.
And to believe it or not.
I was like, go get in the ring. I was like, ma'am, this is not part of the show.
No, believe it or not, like, 2 seats down is one of my fans that I've known for years, and he's mentally challenged.
See? And I'm like, man, I put my hands together like this, and this is what made me so mad. I was like, man, this is not part of the show. Please don't use that type of language. It's incredibly offensive. Yeah. Just like that, as calm as I could be. And like another side note, like I have a friend that works at my shoot job, and he's autistic.
Yeah.
And like coolest dude ever, and he wants to come out to a show so bad. What if I bring him out to a show?
Not the show for him to come out.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Like imagine how that would hurt his feelings, or anyone else's feelings.
You know what she got offended by the way?
Who?
It's like. The kids that were sitting right there, they were like, "Boo, get out of here!" Like to me, and I said, "Shut up, you ugly ass kids!" And like she goes, "You don't talk to those kids that way." It was like, "That's what gets you.
That's what gets you.
That's
calling
what
kids
gets you."
Ugly. And it's like, dude, like that's the thing is like she didn't.
Literally,
mock
it was
my
just
parents.
it was heel manager shit. It was like, "Shut up, you ugly ass kids!" Like, and then they all go, "Boo!" Like they're having a fun time. She steps up, and goes, "You don't talk to those kids that way." Same lady that you talked to 4 minutes before that.
That's crazy. So. And she's like, go in there and just finish your show. Just do your show. And I'm like, and then one of the Russell twins comes by, like obviously to break it up. And then he's like yelling at me like in care like. He's like, what happened?
He doesn't know what happened. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, what's going on? And I tell him really quick. He's like, oh, damn, don't worry about it. And then I'm like, wrestle, get in the ring. And then after the match, the referee tells me we're talking about.
Great match, by the way. Great match.
Thank you, brother.
Fantastic.
And. We get backstage and the referee was like, dude.
She said it like 8 more times.
She said it like repeatedly, like more times to you.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you serious? He's like, I was so worried. I was so like tense because I thought you hurt her. I was like, hell no. If I would have hurt her, I would have like stopped. I would have stopped the match, got out of there, like and gotten her shit again. I'm like, dude, like how ignorant can you be? Because I tell you, like, man, this isn't disrespectful to me. It's disrespectful to other people. And at that point, it's not like, hey. I get because you can still think it's a work if I'm like, hey, don't call me that, I don't like that. Then that's asking to get called something. But when I tell you, hey, this is not disrespectful to me, it's disrespectful to other people.
Boom.
But that just shows that's just like I don't want to be like inbred and like people from all rural small southern towns are ignorant. But it's just like, damn, she really shows like that stereotype. I'm like, man, you really are just like an ignorant human being.
Last time I was there, Matlock got called the
N-word.
The N-word.
No way.
Hard R.
He got told to. He can tell it a lot better.
I don't remember it that well.
I do remember it, and we'll have him on the show. We'll talk about it because that's one of his. Matlock gets in fights every town he goes to.
Does he really?
Yeah,
he's like the best heel in Texas. Like just
he
pure heel.
switched from League Lines, went to his school, and now he's like taking over Houston.
Yeah,
good.
So now he gets in like fights all the time.
He was cool. Matlock's cool.
Matlock I met him like
cool.
Once or twice.
We went. Okay, so when I first lost my job, was it 2 months ago, or whatever? I had a weekend of wrestling, like in Dallas. I had like a little double shot in Dallas, like the weekend I get.
Oh yeah.
But then like all my I had no money. Like it was the worst time I could have got fired. I had no savings.
Yeah.
And like, dude didn't charge me gas money. Every time we'd go out to eat, he paid for me. Didn't even make it a thing. And I tried paying him back. He was like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Also Ninja Mac was like that too.
Yeah.
Cool ass dude.
Yeah.
Shout out Ninja Mac.
Yeah, shout out Ninja Mac.
Ninja Mac was on Reddit. Not him, but someone posted his shit on Reddit.
He's everywhere, man.
Yeah. He had no mask on.
Have you seen Jim Cornette's rant on him and Brian
No,
Cage?
I don't give Jim Cornette the time of day.
Dude, it's so bad. Especially like I kind of would laugh at him, like it's kind of cringy before, but then like when it's like
the fact that we know Ninja Mac and he's nothing like what Cornette said, like he's unathletic and shit like that. He's like, do you realize that like the dude was like in Cirque du Soleil?
Exactly. Bullshit, Jim Cornette. Your fat ass ain't doing shit I saw him do.
Exactly.
So
like, Jim Cornette, you got like Santino's about to whoop your ass. Bro.
I hope you old fuck.
Moving on, I wanted to talk about this. I told you I wanted to talk about this. Is shitty jobs that we have experienced. And I go to his shitty job all the time for shit for the podcast. Fucking Best Buy.
That was shit for specific reasons though.
And was it Books A Million or
Barnes and Noble?
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble wasn't shitty actually. I enjoyed it. The management there is fucking dog water.
You haven't been there in like 3 years though.
No, I go there sometimes.
Where you haven't been.
Barnes and Noble.
Well, you haven't worked there in like 3 years.
Got that. Yeah. No, I haven't worked there since 2018.
Yeah,
2018.
So,
do you want me to go?
Huh?
I can start with that.
Yeah, we can go.
I can go all the way for all the jobs I've had. Like, real quick. First job I had when I was 14, I worked at Ford Park Baseball Parks.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that was awful. That was fucking atrocious.
I know a lot of kids that worked there when I was a teenager.
Yeah. That's like the thing out here?
Yeah. Yeah, Ford Park where we do Hurricane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The baseball field's right next to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Like 7:30 in the morning until like sometimes 11 o'clock at night.
Jesus.
Hey, it was fucking bullshit. That shit sucked so bad. I was only 14. The worst I ever had it, we got done at 4 a.m.
Damn.
So it was like 21 hours or some shit. That really fucking sucked. Just doing maintenance, cleaning shit up.
Oh, shit.
Awful. Then I went to Smoothie King. I like Smoothie King. I worked there for like 3 years.
I hear that's like a good first job.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It's a great first job. You couldn't have a better first job.
I was told that you can, like, you just fuck around, make smoothies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you just fuck around, make smoothies.
What you see is what you get. Like,
yep.
You never like have those jobs where you go, that looks easy, and then you get there and you're like, I fucking hate this place.
Best Buy. Which we'll get there. Because after that, for 3 years there, I went to Barnes and Noble's. Barnes and Noble is cool. The worst part is straightening fucking books. That shit's so stupid.
And you were doing like
that's how Office Depot was. You had to like front up like all the pens and like this was 2012 when I was working there, and it's like no one's coming in here buying office supplies.
Yeah,
they're buying them off of Amazon, dog.
Yeah, if they're buying that type of shit, even if they're buying office supplies.
Barnes and Noble was cool. The management and leadership at Barnes and Noble is fucking
at the time was atrocious.
It's fucking terrible. It still is, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
but it's fucking awful. The hours are too stupid. They stay up until 11. No, they stay up until 10 on Saturdays. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Shout out Barnes and Noble.
Shout out Barnes and Noble.
Best Buy sucks too. Best Buy sucks dick. They don't give a fuck about you. They give a fuck about the money they make and the amount of credit cards and bullshit ass insurance they try to sell. Fuck that place.
How many times I like visit him at work or just going to look at shit and him just going, yeah, man, that's cool if you want to hang out. I'll be there in a second. Like because you hear it in the earpiece. Like with these, if I turned on music, you would be able to hear it.
Yeah.
I can hear it going. Tristan needs you over here. And then he's like, I'm going to ignore that. And then you're still talking to me. And then he goes, I'll be there in a fucking second.
I'll say this, though. If I pull up to Best Buy and I see Tristan walk up, and
you're about to get the most fire TV, dude.
And I'm having problems with my cell phone, laptop, other electronics, and this man walks up, I feel like I'm in God's hands.
Yeah.
No, I feel like everything.
I'll give you the best thing I can do. And if you're a fucking asshole piece of shit, I'll tell you, and I've done it.
Like you're an asshole piece of shit.
Yeah. And now I work for an engineering firm because I have a degree.
Yeah.
And it's cool. There's some fucking problems with it.
Absolutely.
I fake fight my underwear on the weekends, and I have a degree. So.
Do you have a degree?
He also wrestles.
Psychology. I'm a fucking moron.
He also wrestles.
And I also wrestle.
That's funny. But no, my job now is cool. I make good money.
Yep.
There's some shit about that place that is fucked off. But it's okay.
But still, starter.
Yeah, starter.
Yeah. It's not your final destination.
Absolutely fucking not.
Johnny? Shitty job?
Shitty jobs. Man, the most shittiest job I had was Borden Dairy.
What is that?
Borden?
The
fucking...
Borden.
I worked there. Yeah, I worked there in Conroe. Fuck that place. It was my first job I got out of college. I worked there for 2 years. Holy shit. The people there were from all the small towns outside of Conroe. Like, the small towns they were from made Conroe look like fucking Miami or New York.
Yeah.
Like, that's how small. And they're so ignorant. Everyone there was, like, homophobic. I've always got my eyebrows done since I was like a teenager, and to them that was like the gayest thing and the funniest.
No, dude, going into a refinery with this blonde hair.
Oh, I can imagine.
And it's like the gayest thing you can ever do.
Just...
No, you know what I said? Like the day I got my hair blonde. Not to change the topic. I like to fuck with people that are being super homophobic. They go, "Isn't that a little gay?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's crazy." The second that she took the foil off, and I saw a blonde dick started flying in my face,
started flying.
And then, you know what? Couldn't control it. Started jerking them all off too.
It's just so weird. It was just too like stupid, ultra southern, like just ignorant. Like everyone there was just so fucking ignorant. There's this one guy there that said he wouldn't eat rare or medium rare meat because it was against the Bible, and that I think that was the moment I realized I had to get out of there. But I never quit a job.
Didn't the Bible say like you're not supposed to shave the sides of your head, and like we all get fades now?
Yeah, everyone gets fades. And
the Bible says a lot of stupid fucking shit.
Exactly, and it was.
What did Jim Jeffries say? Like he says, one gay passage. Everybody goes to the fucking ends of the earth to make sure that stays in there. It says 9 times not to eat shrimp, and all you motherfuckers eat shrimp.
So Gabe, he's essentially it's very close to a 7-day evangelist and like Judaism. So he doesn't eat. They don't eat shellfish or pork.
That's a G right there.
But
so like. I'm an atheist that believes that just don't fucking be an asshole. Like, if they believe in it,
absolutely
awesome, dude. I was a deacon in training. I understand where you're coming from.
For sure.
I understand. When I was on fire for that shit, I understand. I get it. But just because I fell out of it doesn't mean you got to put it back on me.
Yeah.
I found my path. I'm a father. I like where I'm at. Like, if Shiloh wants to go to church and she wants me to go with her, of course I would go with her. Yeah. It's my daughter. The thing is, I'm not going to be scoffing. I'm not going to be making fun of people. I'm going to be there for her.
That's the shit that I hate the worst, though, when atheists
like, I explained it to a coworker. He wanted to know. He was like, well, I'm a full-blown Christian. How do you feel when you became a full-blown atheist? I was like, you're pissed. You're mad. Yeah. Your whole life is a lie.
Yep.
And now you found out that everything you've ever believed in, you've done your research, and it pisses you off. And you're pissed, and you make fun of people, and you do things that... You burn bridges that you don't want to burn. Mm-hmm. But guess what? Like, now, I'm like, my fiance's a Christian. Her whole family are Christians. Yeah. That's fine. I don't care. I'll go to church to support them. I'll do whatever. It makes people uncomfortable. I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. It's me. I told him I had a friend preach to me. It's a kind of good segue, but you had a shitty job. Go back to your shitty
back to Borden Dairy. So it was like the people there and like the managers were like, the supervisors were just mad ignorant. There's a couple people that I still stay in contact with. It was just like I was too young, too liberal, and too smart to be working there. Yeah. You know, but it was good.
You come from Boston.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine
one of the biggest mixing pots in the country?
Yeah.
And like you.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
And it's crazy. You wouldn't even think that you were. I'm less than an hour outside of Houston. Like, how is this?
That's why I'm.
I felt like I was working in the 1950s at a meat packing plant. I swear to God.
No, dude, I'm
not playing.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's shocking when me and you go on the road and we go to Houston, like downtown Houston, and we find racist in Houston. It's like, how are you racist in Houston?
Yeah,
like,
how does that work?
This is legitimately, statistically, one of the biggest mixing pots in the world. Yeah. Right now,
Houston,
here,
Houston and New York.
Here.
That's it.
Chicago, New York, fucking LA. Everybody is mixing pots, and you guys are like, Houston is one of the biggest populations in the United States, and all of a sudden,
fourth biggest,
and we have like, I don't know how many percentage of minorities. I don't know how many percentage of whites or whatever. It doesn't matter, but there's a lot of us, and we are everywhere. Like, you know. So when we find racism and homophobia, we're like, dude, you're in the fucking Houston area. Like, we have pride through these fucking streets, you know?
Yeah. But, and they also had this thing at Borden called, like, the minus point system, which I always thought was weird. So it was like a minus point system. They tally how many times you were late and how many times you were that. And if you get to 7, so if you were late, that was a half a minus point. If you didn't show up, that was a whole minus point. Even... You know what I mean?
Fuck?
Even if you like call, and I think no call, no show is either immediate fire or like 3 minus points. But every year, one of your minus points comes off. But you get 7, like they keep tallying, and it could be for anything. You could have like a flat fucking tire, proof everything. No. Every yes, it was
it's
yes,
milk, bro.
It's fucking milk,
it's
bitch.
dairy.
It's milk.
Just give me my chocolate
Borden
milk.
Dairy.
Just give me my chocolate milk.
But honestly, that was like me sitting there, and I was like,
True Moo would never do this.
Right? True Moo wouldn't treat us like this. And sitting there and
What's
thinking,
the other one?
and that's when
Oakfields or something.
Sitting there thinking, I was just like, that was what began festering. That like, I'm going to do exactly what I want to do with my life.
What did you just say? Sorry.
I'm going to do exactly what I want to do with my life. Like, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I need to get out of here. Then I got fired. Got my last half minus point because I was late during the floods. Remember, was it from 2014 to 2016? Or like every year,
Melda.
It was so bad.
Melda was 2019.
It was so fucking bad, like the floods. And I lived in a part of North Houston, so I was driving from like North Houston while me and my ex-wife were together, all the way to Conroe. It was like an hour commute, and it was just floods. So there was a lot of traffic. Like they were writing people up for giving people minus points for not being able to show up to work during floods. Like they couldn't get out of there. They would still give them a minus point.
Eat my ass.
Fuck Borden Dairy for that. You guys are fucking pieces of shit. I'm not gonna bury any other job, but you guys are fucking pieces of shit for that.
Do you think it's just that not department, but that
no,
region?
That's a corporate thing, brother.
That's a corporate thing. Those are just corporate greed.
Okay.
Sacks of fucking shit. Only looking at
do they
people
still
like
do
fucking
that?
numbers.
Like, do you know?
I don't know. I need to ask because I got a buddy that still works there. I'm surprised he still works because he has so many health problems. Dude just end up like just the stress from that job. Dude was only 37. He had a fucking heart attack. I swear to God, he had a tear in his aorta.
Damn.
He's only 37. Granted, he doesn't take care of himself.
It's fucking milk.
It's fucking milk.
Borden.
Fuck that place, bro. Fuck Borden.
Fuck Borden's.
Front. I've never said this like publicly, but I will say this though, and I know it's so cliche. Like, it was the best thing that ever happened to me was getting fired. That literally was because that started the trajectory of like me wrestling.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, that place stressed me out the most and made me feel like I don't want to do this whole 9-to-5 thing. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, it's driving me insane.
Whether it's wrestling or podcasting.
Some of these people been it was this moment. These two guys, they started together, and they said, "Man, remember when we first started here? We had Beastie Boys' License to Ill on cassette tape, and we would listen to it every day on break when it first came out."
When
they were still there. That came out in 1984. And that moment right there was like, I'm not fucking doing this. So I kind of stopped.
Damn, dude, you had the Tyler Creator thing. He said he did the UPS and he hated it. And he said, I found 2 old guys having a casual conversation. And he was like, fucking hate this. He said he worked there for 2 weeks. And he said, I hated every fucking day of it.
I never had, besides with a handful of people, and it wasn't all 5 fingers, a handful of people. So 3 or 4 maybe. I never had any type of stimulating conversation with anybody. It was just...
You don't remember a single person?
No, I do, but I never had anything like...
No, you like, now they can pass you up and you wouldn't even notice.
No, I have a great memory. So anybody, if there's ever a situation where you come up to me, hey, you remember me from da-da-da? And I say, oh, no, I don't remember you. It's because I don't fucking like you. I have an insanely good memory. You could tell me a story and I'll fucking remember that shit forever. Something that you might even forgot. And I'm like, yeah, and then you said you and your mom grabbed a snow cone that day in 2006 when they picked you up. Like I just remember like just little shit. Just little fucking shit. I'm a good listener. And so I would remember someone if they passed me by. There's this one dude there. Shout out this dude. His name was we called him 6'9". He was 6'9". His name was Kelvin Smith. Cool ass dude. He used to play for the University of Minnesota back in the 80s.
Shout out Kelvin Smith.
And he told me, I think we were having a conversation about wrestling, and he told me, he was like, man, this shit's always gonna be here, bro. So you don't got no kids. You're in your 20s. He was like, go do what the fuck you want to do. I think I was talking about wrestling. And he was like, go fucking do it, man. Why not? He was like, why the fuck not? Go do it. He's like, this type of shit's always gonna fucking be here. That type of shit isn't. Mm-hmm. And that, I was like, damn, that shit was motivating. So
that's a fire
I told him that.
Ass.
Yeah.
So the two old guys talking,
and then him. I told him that too. He called me. He's like, man, I think it was when I just got back from Mexico. He called me, or one of my buddies that worked there called me there at work. He's like, man, I'm know any day now I'm gonna see your ass on Monday Night Raw, man. And then I was just like, oh man. And I told him, I was like, hey man, like that shit. But you know, like them old school Southern black dudes, the touchy feely, like inspirational shit. They don't even realize that they're inspiring you. Yeah. They'd say that, and I was like, hey man, that shit like really fucking like. When you said that, that's something that I play in my mind every
He hit you with the.
day.
He hit you with the. I say this shit every day.
Yeah, he was like, man, if you're not first, you're last. You could be 7. You could be 8. I was high when I said that.
Damn, Ricky, I was high when I said that.
Yeah, but yeah, bored, man. Fuck bored. And my last job so every job I've been fucking fired from. That's why I know like wrestling, podcasting, that is like my lane. Because I'm great at my job. Like any job I do, I feel like they'll say I'm great. But like an actual like employee, I'm fucking terrible, bro. I'll be late. I'll fucking call in. But when I'm there, like I'm more punctual when I'm like, okay, I need my fucking money. Actual doing the job, like as a server, like guests love me. I have regulars. But like, you know, I get in arguments with people. I say fucking mad inappropriate shit.
Good.
You know? Yeah. And that's just who I am. And my last job, it was a restaurant. I'm not going to say the name of it because I actually like them. Fuck Board and Dare. I hope if I can get them canceled, I fucking will.
Burn that bitch.
Yeah, burn that bitch. Now, I'm not going to say my last one. I was angry when I first got fired because it was some bullshit. But at the end of the day, like, they did a lot for me. Mm-hmm. Like, there would be times when I'd get booked for a show like, for a Saturday and it would be Thursday. Yeah. And I'd be like, hey.
What place was it?
The place I just got fired.
Oh, yeah.
Don't say.
But you always say, I don't want to say their name just out of respect, but they show me a lot of love, and they'll be like, oh, absolutely no. Yeah, and also the GM, she was a wrestling fan. Okay. She was the one that fired me too, but I have no hard feelings against her.
Have you been back ever since?
No, it's too awkward. I was talking to someone that worked there, like whatever the kids call it, talking or whatever, and that's kind of like what it got me fired because we had stopped talking, and then it just turned into like this big messy thing, and so it's like and a lot of people after that started like I thought were my friends. They started like talking shit to me because they had one side of the story and there was a whole nother side, like my side. But when you're right, when you know in your heart you're right, you don't feel the need to go explain to 20 different people like, no, this is what happened. No, this is what happened. When you know you're right, you're right.
Yeah,
but
it gets kind of difficult
because there's like a lot of people that I thought were like my friends. And they're talking shit about me, but them same people, and I know who you are. You watch my story all the time. You're always watching me because the day I got fired, the next day, you know what I did?
What?
Came here to film a podcast.
Yeah, we talked about it.
That weekend, you know what I did? Went out of town on somebody else's dime and wrestled. You know what they did that weekend? They went back there.
Yeah.
They went back there and waited tables and hosted tables at that place.
Yeah.
You're in your lane, motherfucker.
You get what I'm saying? So when you're right, you're right. Like, you know, God or whatever you believe, the energy of the world. I'm just saying, if I was so wrong, then immediately after that, I'm doing the things that I love doing. And they had to go back there and do that.
Yep.
Yeah. If you were so in the wrong, the universe or whatever you believe in would have punished you somehow. But you came here the next day, you know?
But,
so, like, I don't know. Shitty jobs, that's like, the work life can be so fucking evil. And it's so weird, like how weird it is. And that, you like that day talking to you, you were like, I got like 3 other jobs lined up, because
immediately,
like you're number 1 draft pick. So,
no, I had to turn down jobs. It was like one of those because I'd been at that place for 4 years, and the thing about the restaurant industry is if you got just 1 or 2 really really good places like those places, like a fancy place on there, and you got some time behind it, people are gonna fucking hire you because they're like, okay, this is a veteran guy and he knows, and he worked at like a good place.
He's not gonna get in the weeds easily.
So the thing, like your parents tell you, like, you're looking for a job, apply everywhere, apply at a shit ton of places, like 15, 20 places a day. Well, I did that. I applied 15 to 20 places, and you know what happened?
Jack shit.
No, 15, 20 places fucking hired me, and I had to fucking figure out what the fuck I was gonna do.
He told me he applied at like every restaurant that was in like a 20-mile radius of his house, and like every single one of them called him back the next day.
Every single one of them. And it was just a thing of like it came.
They had you contemplating. You're like, I can work 2 gigs. Like,
yeah, it came, but then also it came down to wrestling too. Like that's what I want to. That's what I want to do with my life. It's not paying the bills, quite yet. So I had to be like, okay, what's a place that I that can work around my schedule, but still make money. Like, obviously, I'm not going to go work at like a diner.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Where the highest check is like $30.
Yeah.
What do you want, doll? What are you ordering?
Or like a super good steakhouse, or like one of those super good steakhouses that they might be closed Monday, Tuesday, and then they only are open nights, because then that kind of fucks me, because then it's like, damn,
I got shows to go to.
Yeah, I got shows to go to, and you're closed 2 days out of the week, and you're only open nights, so
I'm fucked.
I need to train at night, like, so there's that. Money would be great, though, so it's like I need to find a balance between those two, and I found a balance, and I'm working at a pretty good place now, and that's all it is. But when we first talked about this, about telling these stories, even as far as a few days ago, I still had that hate in my heart for my last job, and I wouldn't go on here, say names, just tear everybody down. Like, we do have somewhat of a platform. I have more of a platform than anybody at that job does, right?
Correct.
And not to talk shit about you guys, but nobody outside of your immediate family and friends know who you are. Like, that's not the same for us, right? I could go down and just run you guys the fuck down, but like I'm not going to, like. And you know what I'm saying, I kind of heal from that situation, and also like, fucking above all you, bro. Like, fuck, like, you should be glad that you were even in my fucking presence. I was just kidding.
I will use that as a sound clip.
You know what we're not kidding about?
Huh?
Fuck Bordens.
Fuck Borden. Dairy.
Fuck you, Borden.
My last job, I wish I could say the name. That's actually a good place to eat.
Half cool.
I'm gonna edit this to where it's just y'all's 2 voices, and if we get a cease and desist, I'm gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck.
I don't know who the fuck
they just started going off.
Borden Dairy, no, Borden Dairy in Conroe, Texas, they're fucking pieces of shit.
Dude, just watch the footage.
Ground.
Watch the footage. Tyler didn't do anything. He was just like, look right here, just. I like Borden.
What?
I just imagine, because I know
fuck Trumo, dude. Fucking Borden.
we're Oak Farms family, bitch. I just have an aneurysm. I have a kid, and like, daughter pulls up and she opens up like a Borden milk carton. I smack it out of her hand.
I thought you were gonna say smack her.
Oak Farms in this bitch.
Oak Farms in this bitch. OF.
Oh,
bitch.
dude.
But my Kelsey, she's
my chocolate milk make all your kids not grow.
Kelsey, she's actually a manager at another location of the last job. So that's another reason too. It's like, I just don't want to hear an earful from her about, like, you know what I mean?
No, for sure,
like,
for sure. I'm probably gonna hear an earful for the place I'm about to bury.
Spit, son. I know where it's at.
Yeah. For about a year and a half, 2, I worked at a Mexican restaurant. It's fairly popular out here in Beaumont. It's called Cafe Del Rio.
I call it Me and my brother call it Cafe Del Fuckos because it's mid as fuck.
Yeah, they're mid. Anyway, Cafe Del Rio is my Bordens. They can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Besides a couple of managers that I had, that place was pure evil. The regional manager of that fucking place, she looked like fucking Ursula, like from fucking Little Mermaid.
Damn.
And she was so fucking evil that she would talk shit on everybody and write them up for like the dumbest fucking reasons. And I say the dumbest fucking reasons, but I can't label all of them because they're not my stories to tell. But I can tell you that I got written up because my fiance had a miscarriage. And I decided to walk away from a Friday night shift and told one of my buddies that I'll be right back, which I didn't expect to come right back, of course. We had a miscarriage. Not to get too deep, this is a comedy podcast, but the thing is, like, sometimes we live some pretty dark lives. So I came back the next day. They gave me a shitty section, and I said, hey, I'm really going through a lot. Can y'all either put me in a good section to where I'm working the whole time, or can y'all just send me home?
Yeah.
You know? That's server life. If you got a shitty section, you're going to be sitting there with your thoughts and doing silverware, and it's fucking stupid. Especially on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
You ain't getting much. You ain't getting much until probably around like 4. So they had me working what they call a volume, and that's 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Ooh.
All the way through. So you're taking sections that never close.
Yeah.
So
that's
they gave not much. So I said, can I at least just come in for the night shift, go get some sleep? I was at the hospital all night last night with, my fiance, and I was like, can I go home? I'm going through some shit. I told them everything. I showed them the fucking reports from the hospital. I showed them that it was an actual thing. We had a miscarriage. Whatever. And what time we got in, what time we got out, everything. Every detail that I can ever tell them, I handed it to them.
Yeah.
In a fucking folder. Right? They told me to suck it up. And I said, I'm depressed. I think I need to go home. They said, quote unquote, join the club. So I said, okay. And I stayed there for like 3 or 4 more months until I found a new job that I'm at now. I've been at it for 4 years, working the refineries, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's a shitty fucking thing. But I like my job now. So, but the day that I quit, I put in my 3-week notice. I told them I'll work 3 weeks because I like the cash that's coming in at night while I'm working there during the day, my new job. And they were like, okay, yeah, cool. First off, everybody knows this. Statistically, 86% of people that put in their 2-week notice don't make it to the 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So the 14%, those are the ones that actually leave on good terms and shit. I am a part of the statistic. I am a part of the margin. So the thing is, I went one day.
One day.
I was telling them that I started my shift at 5:30. I got off my new job at 4:30.
Yeah.
It's about a 45-minute drive there. I get there, I change, I'm sweaty as fuck. I wipe off all my stuff. I, comb my hair back, get all presentable, put on all my shit, go get my tables, right? I get told the first fucking day, hey guys, and I don't give a shit if they come after me. Who fucking cares? At the time, they were battling some shit because a video went viral on Facebook, pretty much showing that a rat fell from the fucking ceiling onto a table at a birthday party in our party room. They were having a table. It's about the size of this table, having a big-ass party, 12 people or whatever. They're all eating, and all of a sudden a fucking rat falls right on the fucking table. Clears out the fucking room, right? It was 2 weeks prior than that. Management started being like, well, we're going to deep clean the place. Okay. Sounds good. If we can fucking turn a new leaf and tell them that we deep cleaned it, show videos that we fucking scrubbed the ever-living fuck out of this place, they see pest control up front, they've been here for a couple days, maybe people will be like, you know what? They took care of that fucking problem. Good on them, right? I agreed to that. I said, that's a fucking great idea. People should, like, going by and going, damn, dude, they cleaned the fuck out of that place because of one rat. Okay. We clean up, we double clean, and we're all as a team, we're all happy. One day we show up, and I'm sorry if I'm bouncing around, my timeline's off, but one day me and my sister were working there at the same time. Shout out Raven. We show up at the same time, and there's a sign on the door that says they're closed. They're closed for the day. Locked. None of the managers are answering. We get on the Facebook page. They say, yeah, we got some issues. We're taking care of it. That's all they say, right? That's all they say. And then I said, okay, So I started applying at other jobs. A manager that used to work with me, the reason why I got the job was Scott Ali's wife.
Yeah.
Christy. Shout out Scott Ali. Tamaku. His wife got me the job. She left after a couple months when I got there. She worked at a different restaurant, and she was posting on Facebook, like, anybody need a job? I messaged her and told her the situation. Like, hey, we were deep cleaning. Everything was going good. Then all of a sudden, there's a fucking sign that says, no, kaput. We're not coming in. Like, all the doors are locked. Not even kitchen staff is getting in. So I told her that situation. The next day, they go, hey, guys, come back in. We're going to put everything back together. We deep cleaned. Sorry we didn't give you any information. Walked in. The second I walk in, hey, guys, gather as a group. I don't like how the second we put up signs saying y'all can't come in, y'all start looking for other gigs. What the fuck is up with that? Exact wording. I said, I'm sorry, you live off of tips and you tell us that.
Yeah.
This is before I got the new job. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm bouncing around. I get it.
Yeah.
Shitty storyteller. But that's just one incident that me and my sister looked for a new job. And I said, hey, like I posted on the Facebook page right after that. I said, you know what? Fuck them for giving me sass, whatever. I'm going home. And then I posted, like, they usually release the schedules like on Saturdays for the next week. It was like Sunday morning, and we're about to start the new week. And I said, hey, what's the schedule? And the fucking manager, I'm not going to name drop him.
No, don't name
He's
drop.
the biggest piece of shit. Hit on like 16-year-olds and shit. Still works there. So straight up,
Not name drop.
he comments on the Facebook post and he says, well, why would I give you the schedule? You're looking for other jobs. I said, all right, salary man, why don't you live off of fucking tips and tell me how that goes? And then, like, all the fucking coworkers started liking and reacting to that fucking little comment. He goes, well, I'm just saying, like, we didn't know if you were going to stay. I was like, and I put, don't backtrack. Say it with your chest. Because all my fucking people were in the fucking comments. I said, don't backtrack. Say it with your chest. If you fucking believe it, fucking say it. Like, it's real. Like, it's real. Like, we used to tell him that all the time because he would backtrack if he felt like he was about to get in trouble for saying something. It's like, nope, you started the sentence. Say it with your fucking chest. Like,
say it.
Like,
yeah.
So, I'm not going to pretend to be, like, fucking hard because I'm not. I've been in 5 fights in my life, so I've lost 4. That's how it is. But I have legitimately, like, I believe in Spider-Man.
Oh, I have no clue. I'm just doing
what
weird
you
shit.
doing?
Yeah, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, why is he looking at me? I don't know. Just my bad.
He's telling Tristan what he's going to do to him after the show.
I was like, God, no.
Anyway, yeah, fuck Cafe Del Rio.
It's mid as fuck. It's not that good.
On the last day, we're doing deep cleaning. I'm sorry. I get told, hey, don't huff.
No, I'm trying to burp.
On the last day, I get told we're deep cleaning tonight. No one's fucking leaving until we're done. Doesn't matter if we're here until 1 o'clock in the morning. I gotta wake up at 4 a.m. They know my schedule. They know that I work another job. I didn't say it with any fucking sass. I didn't say it with any fucking attitude. I just said, hey, I can't. That's it. I said, I can't. I gotta work. Y'all know my schedule. We've talked about this for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Leading up to me getting the new job. Right? And then I put in my notice and I said, hey, I can't do both. I thought I would. But first day in, I can't really do it. The first fucking day. Like, this little bitch of a manager. There's 2 managers at the time.
Yeah.
The one that hits on 16-year-olds was in the office. The one that fucking was a fucking cunt was in my face. Right? She goes, well, you're just going to have to talk to blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I'll talk to him. Fuck it. And the walking equivalent of sprinting to this motherfucker. So I go check on my table. I say, hey, guys, how's it going? Everything good? Yeah, everything's good. Just, waiting on our food. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go check on that. Go check on the food. About to come out and say, hey, can you run that for me? Go put it on the table, make sure everything's good. Dude has quesadillas. Chick has enchiladas. Okay. Cool. all right, cool, awesome. I go, badass. I gotta go fucking talk to this motherfucker. So and they go, awesome, all right, cool. I even slipped the fucking food runner $2. I was like, this is a kid. He was like a 16-year-old. I was like, hey man, if you could just place him out, I won't be there. I'm usually there.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, that's fine. Runs my food, whatever. I'm talking to blah blah blah. I can't give him a real name, but he said like, you're already being difficult, and you've only put in your notice today. And I said, I'm not being difficult. I've told you guys my schedule.
Yeah.
I will not be here tomorrow if I can't make it safely to my other job that I just started. That makes way more than you. Like, it's an actual paycheck. It's not tips.
Yeah.
At the time, I was making $14 an hour at my new job. I was still making more off an actual paycheck than them. So the thing is, Johnny, you can vouch. Serving can be highly profitable. You can leave with like $300 a night and work 7 days a week.
Absolutely.
If you want to. You can be bank.
Absolutely.
I have thrown multiple fucking WrestleMania parties off of a server's salary.
Yeah.
It's profitable as fuck, but it's also like, man, I would like a fucking paycheck that's just steady. I know what it's gonna be. That's it, and I can just pay my bills and just have my fun money, right? The motherfucker goes like, it's the first day and you're already giving us problems. I was like, I'm not the one giving problems. I don't mind cleaning. I just can't be here until fucking midnight. The latest I can give you is 10:30. We close at 9. I'm telling you, I live 2 seconds away. It was when I was at the apartment.
Yeah.
So I live 2 seconds away. I can give you till 10:30, but I got to be in bed by 11.
Yeah.
Right? I started work at 6 at the new job, my job now. I was like, I gotta leave my apartment at 5:30.
Yeah.
So I was like, it takes me 30 minutes to get there. That's enough time to sleep. I can fall asleep by 11.
Yeah, I do it all the
by
time.
11. And I was like, I'll give you until 10:30. He goes, nope, it's got to be done or you're useless to me. And I was like, I guess I'm useless. And he goes, you don't have to say it like that. And I said, I got to get out of here because this is going to get ugly. And I'm shaking. And when I despise confrontation. Despise. I get shaky. My voice gets shaky like I'm about to cry.
You get hot.
I get hot. My voice shakes like I'm crying, but really I'm the most pissed I can ever be.
Yeah,
I'm not. No tears are gonna come out, but I'm like, you know what, man? Like, and I'm shaky. Like, and I'm shaky. I'm trying to compose myself, and I'm like, I'm gonna leave before this gets fucking ugly. Like, and he goes, leave? You got a whole shift. And I was like,
motherfucker.
no, I'm out. And I told them, if you're gonna act like that, I don't need this shit. I'm out of here. And
That's a very satisfying quitting story. I have none of those. I've always been fired from places.
I don't have. That's a good one. That's the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking quitting.
Yeah, because I don't have it. Like I don't have.
No, it's fucking. It was a long time coming. It was. I worked there for a year and a half. It felt like I worked there for 8 years. Like
that'll do it. That'll do it. Serving can do it to you, man.
The amount of trauma that I went through with that job in my personal life that had to lead to go into.
Yeah.
That I don't give a flying fuck if they come after me and say none of this is true.
Who gives a shit? Fuck you.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Your food sucks dick.
Every single one of them, every single server that's on my Facebook that works there, has left and fucking written dog shit about them.
Yep.
Fucking talked to the highest mountain that they are a bunch of cunts, right?
Yep.
And then they came back. And then now they're fucking part of the team. And now we're going on team building bowling alley trips, right? No, what happened?
Oh,
What the fuck happened? No, what happened when I lost a kid and I needed a fucking emotional support? I didn't need to leave work. I probably needed to stay at work and keep my mind on it.
yeah, man.
Right? Maybe some fucking team building would have helped back then. Maybe some fucking support. I don't know. I saw Izzy James post this shit, and mental health goes so fucking unchecked, and I get so fucking mad. And this is my rant, y'all.
No, you
get yours, and this is a segue into our next segment because we're gonna segue into Tristan because Tristan's gonna go for a while.
Something a little more lighthearted.
But the thing is, like, stepping away from Cafe Del Rio, stepping away from shitty jobs. Let's talk about mental health, right? Biggest thing that fucking pisses me off is people that are trying to advocate for fucking mental health, and really they are the biggest fucking cunts that you can ever talk to.
I'm gonna say something, and if you want to edit it out, you can. You can't be gung ho, absolutely 100% balls to the wall for cancel culture and be a mental health advocate. There, I said it.
Yeah, no,
wait,
yeah.
What was that?
Like he said, you can't be
gung ho 100% for cancel culture while simultaneously being a mental health advocate.
Yes, because you're completely just.
It just seems ass backwards.
Yeah, it does seem.
The thing is, like,
lick your toes,
I might seem like I'm fucking cutting a promo on these people, but good, like in wrestling, you got the biggest fucking fakes out there. They do this thing to where they go, "Hey guys, if you're a fan of me, come up to me at the show and we'll talk."
Bullshit.
Because mental health, that's the most important. And then you go up to them as one of the boys, and you might be a little fucking fat, and you might be out of fucking shape, and you might want to talk to them about mental health, and all of a sudden they're the biggest fucking cunts to you because you're not fucking built up, and you don't want to fucking, I don't know, make out after the show because of y'all's big ass muscles. I don't know what the fuck y'all like to do. But the second, like, a bigger guy like me has asked for help from fucking locker rooms, they fucking go tell me to go fuck myself. And maybe I deserved it, whatever. But don't be an advocate for fucking mental health and someone's trying to reach out to you.
Yeah.
And then you just fucking give them a cold shoulder. It's the same fucking rant that I gave you a long time ago. It was like, oh, people treat me like shit, and I try to shake their hand, I try to say hi, and then they figured out that I was the promoter of Fearless. And then every joke I said was so fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They were so fucking hilarious. Especially when I was handing out envelopes. Dude, I was the best comedian in that room. I swear to God.
I got so much shit when me and you first became cool and we were hanging out in non-wrestling spaces. They're like, oh, Johnny's hanging out with the promoter guy.
Yeah,
I get it. And I'm like, how the fuck do you I wonder how it feels now that this guy is fucking retired from wrestling, doesn't give a shit, and I drive an hour and a half pretty much weekly to film
just
a podcast with him.
To come out. We get on Zoom.
Yeah.
We talk to each other. We text each other all the fucking time.
Exactly.
And I have quit promoting. I've quit wrestling, and we're still fucking friends.
Exactly. We're still fucking friends.
We literally just talked about
longer. We've been friends longer that you haven't been a promoter than when you were a promoter at this point.
Literally just talked about just fucking talked about all three of us watching the Batman because it comes out on HBO Max next week. Like,
at the time of the recording.
Didn't we just talk about that?
Yeah.
So, the people saying that Johnny was using my friendship to get a fucking promoter. He invited me to go to fucking shows in Dallas to do lucha shows.
Exactly, and I never put that shit out there. I was never this, I was never that, because for one, he's my friend, and for two, like, I know you're retired and I get it, but you are a lot better than you think you are. And I love tagging with you.
You're such a shithead to yourself. It's so stupid.
Yeah, like another worker that you have a lot of respect for and is like well known said the same thing the other day while I'm showing you.
I'm not trying to go too back. I'm gonna jerk off.